Hey guys, I'm Deborah Prescott, Mathematics Chair at Central Texas College, and I'm here with Professor Sam Jackson, the Robotics Program Coordinator. And we're here to tell you a little bit about the robotics program today. So I have a PowerPoint I'm going to share with you, and then we'll kind of open it up for questions, and Mr. Jackson can jump right in and let you know about all the details. So here, let me get shared. And I'm a reader, so here we go. Okay, just to let you know about the entire department. Our mathematics department
Can you full
houses the
screen that,
following
please?
programs. We have mathematics. It is. It must be a delay.
Okay.
Tell me
There
when
it
you
is.
see it, and then we'll go.
It's good.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
So no problem. Mathematics department, we have the following programs: mathematics, engineering, drafting and design, robotics, and Math Express. But the one we're going to really focus on today is the robotics. And so I just had to include this because I thought it was really cool graphics. Look at all that math back there. Pretty cool graphic. And so it's everywhere. Medical field, agriculture, manufacturing. There's robots that weld. Okay, in the military, in retail, even in our homes. Automation is everywhere. And it's going to only get more and more popular. So the use of this emerging technology is going to, we're going to see quite a bit of growth in that industry, which is going to create the need for employees who can program, test, and maintain, okay, and repair the robotics equipment. So there's going to be a high demand. So we have some options at CTC. We're going to have a certificate of completion that's more or less designed to complement some other STEM fields like computer science, math, or engineering. Where we also, and so those students will learn those basic skills and have knowledge for the technical skills that are related to the robotics and the electronics. And we also, though, have an Associate of Applied Science degree in robotics. And so if you're really wanting to focus on robotics and not another degree plan like Dalton, then this is what you're after, that Associate of Applied Science in Robotics. Okay, so we'll look at that degree plan in a little bit. It has a little bit of core curriculum on it, and then some other fields that are going to supplement, the knowledge you need for the robotics, some math and some computer science. Upon completion of the program, there's industry certificates that will be available to students as well. Our robotics equipment is going to be FANUC, one of them, and Amatrol. Those are the two most used equipment in industry, and so students will be familiar with those products. So these are the courses that we're going to be offering in the fall, and they're going to be offered in the evenings from 5, I don't remember, 5.
It's gonna be from 6 to 7:20.
6 to 7. That's right. Thank you. 6 to 7:20.
13:05 will be Monday, Wednesday, 6 to 7:20, and 13:51 will be Tuesday, Thursday, from 6 to 7:20.
Okay, and so I mean, there are other classes, of course, that are available in the degree plan, and we will offer the follow-up classes in the next semester. So for now, getting started, we've got the 2 robotics classes available for students. And that's kind of all I have on the PowerPoint, just some general overview. Mr. Jackson, did you want to interject?
Yes, and if you are like worried about like you want to be a full-time student, beside these two classes, you can take, for example, Math 1414, which is part of the degree plan. There is many classes. You can go to CTC website and search for the robotics degree. You will be able to see all the classes. So you can, now we are offering these two robotics classes. You can, take other classes to be, if you want to be a full-time student. Now, why is robotics? Actually, our department, as our department chair, Deborah Prescott, she mentioned, we used to have only drafting, mathematics, drafting and design, engineering, and math express. But we find out that now most of the places where the engineers work, there is a robot. So this is kind of the future, the new technology. That's why we decided to start our robotics program at CTC. Part of the degree, we are planning to get 3 certificate, nationwide certificates. So the student, they can take these certificates and they're going to be certified nationwide in robotics. We are still working on that part to be certified so we can, give this certification to the students. There is different options. As we mentioned, you can, for example, you can finish an associate degree in engineering with a certificate in robotics. You can finish, for example, an associate degree in engineering with a drafting and design certificates. So we have different options in our program, especially if the students want to stay in the area and they want to finish, for example, a bachelor degree with a certificate. That option also available. You can finish an associate degree in engineering, transfer, for example, this is an option to go to Texas A&M Central Texas, down street in the same area, to finish a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering technology. And at the same time, you can take classes in robotics and finish a certificate in robotics. So you can graduate, for example, with a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering technology with a certificate in robotics. So there is different options. If you want to finish just an associate degree in robotics, that's also another option that's available. So there is different options, our departments, different things. If you have any questions about any degree in our department, please feel free to ask. And we are here to help you. That is the main goal. We are here to help you, to put you in the right path, depend on what do you want to be in the future.
Deborah, can you share your screen with the engineering, with the robotics webpage?
Yes, and so I had a couple of things I wanted to share. That's one of them. The other is I'll just kind of give you our equipment should be actually in the warehouse as we speak, but we've been waiting for it. I think it arrives pretty much now, and so let me share with you what that's going to look like. We're going to have to get it set up before the fall semester, but there's the Amatrol system. That's pretty much what it's going to look like, right? Same with the
we're gonna have
panic arm and everything.
We are also working to get a robotics lab, like a special room gonna be only for robotics. That's
right.
What we are planning to do.
So there's the setup with the FANUC arm that we will have, and so you can learn to test and
basically
program, maintain everything.
The plan is you should, by finishing this associate degree in robotics, you know how to program the robots, how you can do a troubleshooting, assemble them, basic maintenance. You can do different things. We're gonna talk about like different things in robotics, in the robotics field, like the mechanism of robots, a lot of things.
I think one thing that, as I switch over, I think one thing that made us realize we should do something is our math and engineering club went to San Antonio and toured the Toyota plant there. And oh my gosh, it was amazing. If you're a nerd and you're into that kind of thing, it was amazing. They have over 700 robots working in that plant, and many of them were automated. And so they're on the floor going back and forth and getting their things and delivering them to their stations. They do not have equipment sitting there. The robot, they wait, it's as needed. And so the robots bring it to the stations. and they're all over the floor doing their thing and not crashing. And and then they had one called Godzilla that was the huge one that sets the cab down onto the frame. And so it was really neat. And I think I realized, you realize then, wow,
It was
somebody's got to
amazing.
service all those robots.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You know,
It was amazing. Like we
yeah,
were
it was
doing the
amazing.
tour, and then you see robots from the left and the right. They are moving, carrying stuff to different stations. Was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So here's the CTC website where y'all can all see that, right? We're looking at it.
Mhm.
So
Yes.
here's where you need to go. You're going to go to students, and let's look at the explore page. Just a minute. I'll have to go to a different way. My thing is not wanting to do that.
Use the Explore academic programs on the top
There
right
we
there,
go.
Deb.
Yeah,
Makes it real easy.
explore. Here's the explore academic programs. Okay, this page. And so when we come down, they're kind of sort of grouped together. And we have the arts and humanities here together, business and business technology. And then we come on down to STEM. There we go. Science, technology, engineering, and math. And that's where we will find the robotics. Okay. It's in that STEM field. And so if you click there, it's going to tell you a little bit more about the field of robotics, we expect the growth to be, the market. And then if you keep scrolling down, you'll find the actual degree plans. And so if we look at the Associate of Applied Science, we can see the other courses that are needed there. And so, yes, we're only offering right now the 2 robotics classes, but it can be supplemented with any of these, to make you full-time. So College Algebra 1414 is one of the prerequisites, or I guess 4 courses that are in here. But we have that one in here because we have some programming classes. If you look down in the second semester, COSC, that's a computer science class. And we have programming 1 and programming 2 that will supplement what you need, to be able to program and help better program those robots. But there are some things that are required for any Associate of Applied Science degree. And so when you look in there and you see creative arts, you're like, well, I need creative arts. It's required for any Associate of Applied Science. That and the social behavioral science selection. So when you see those kinds of things, there are some core courses that are required to be in any Associate of Applied Science degree. Does anybody have any questions on any of that? And, this is a suggested order. It's not set in stone. And so if as long as you do the prereqs for a specific course, then you can take these courses in any order.
And Deb, can you just scroll back just a little bit and talk about some of the career opportunities in robotics?
Sure. So, yeah, I mean, when we first on the PowerPoint, we were able to see so many things, right?
Right.
That were so many places that we could find that. And so electromechanical technician, electronics engineering technician, electronics engineering technologist, they're all kind of related. Electrical and electronics repair. Anything that's maintaining, programming, or repairing automation. Automation even it covers the self-checkout line at Walmart, right?
True. One other question that came up, what's the difference between the robotics as far as the associate degree or the certificate program?
Okay, I can show you the certificate program. It's just going to have all it is a few robotics classes. Oops, this thing is in my way. I don't know how to get it off of there.
You can just exit out.
I'll just leave that up and I'll.
Okay.
It's like 18 hours.
It's 18 hours. It does not have the core stuff. It's a kind of sort of assuming this. We kind of designed this to be complementary to math, engineering, or computer science. And so if you had one of those associate degrees, you would already have a lot of math, and a lot of all the core under your belt. But it would be possible to just come and take these and know about robotics only. And so it's just 18 hours. You know, as we're getting started, it would probably take a year or so to do it because we're not to the point where we're offering all of those each semester.
Great.
But all of those do roll into that Associate of Applied Science degree.
And as I mentioned, we are working with a company to see how we're going to be able to certify our student as like nationwide certificate. There should be 3 types of certificates that we are planning and working with them to get these certificates so the student can take it and, you know, they're going to be certified like nationwide.
Industry certificates.
Yeah.
Let me back out again and go back to where we were. And contact information, if you have any questions on that, here's our office number. And also, if we click on mathematics, we'll go to the mathematics page, and it gives you just a lot more information about our department, and we can get to the robotics information there as well.
Good deal.
And you know, we're here to help. We're the math, the robot engineering nerds. Well, come join the crowd.
What can students expect, since this is a fairly new program, what can students expect on that first semester when you guys get into it? What are their first things, the hands-on stuff that they're going to be doing?
So
I'll let Sam take that.
So for the first semester, as we mentioned, we're gonna offer 2 classes, the robotic fundamental and robotic mechanisms. So we're gonna be talking about the mechanical part of robot, how they work. We're gonna talk about systems and how the parts work together to make the system work. This is basically the fundamental of robots. The robot is not just one part, it's different parts. They work together, okay, to finish, you know, the special task or the special job that assigned to do. And I always say, like systems, it's like if I give an example, when I say they are parts that they are work together, it's like CTC. So CTC, I can, you know, consider this as a system. Like if I take 3 parts, classroom, instructors, student and instructors, if they are work together without the classroom, then, you know, where are we going to be teaching? If I have an instructor and if I have a classroom and no students, so whom I'm going to be teaching? And same thing, if I have a classroom and a student without an instructor, I will not going to have somebody to teach me something. So this is exactly how system work, and that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be studying each part and the job of each part and how they are connected with each other, okay? How the parts work with each other to finish the specific task. That's what we basically, how we break down robots. So when we talk about robots, we talk about, it's similar how the human body work. Like you have the brain of the robot, we have the motors, which is in our body, like the muscles will work as like motors, and we have the sensors, like, you know, in our body we have the eyes, the hands, you know, the smells. Like this is basically the sensors. So what the robot do is, like, if I don't want to touch a rough surface, for example, if I touch it, my hand will send a signal to my brain, make the analysis, the brain will send a signal back to the muscles to remove my hand from that surface. That's exactly how the robots work. Sensors send signal to brain make analysis, send the signal back to the motors to make the motor act depend on the signal that they received from the sensors. And that is basically the simple concept of robots, but we're gonna go in details. We're gonna see many things. When we talk about systems, and I mentioned CTC, and I took just the 3 parts. Basically, CTC has many parts. They work together to make, you know, the job done. But same thing when we talk about robots, there is different parts. I have one that's in my office that I built. It has, I think, was like 3,000 pieces or 2,500 pieces that
Which one? The
the
crane?
crane, yes. So that is like
It's
it's
that's awesome.
yes. So basically, it's like 2 to 3,000. But like you see how all these parts they work together to finish that specific job. I wish like I was like doing this from my office, but like my office is still there's some
Our building is
constructions.
still being renovated.
Yeah, but
So
I wish I
so
did
we're
that from my office so I can show you that different robots that I have in my office that we built it. As actually we built it for fun with the engineering students, but the big robot that's coming to CTC, and I wish we're gonna have it within this 2-3 weeks. That is special robot for for training to see how the robots in the field work. Okay. But that's basically
With the
the
two,
concepts of robotics.
okay, with the two types of equipment that you mentioned, there'll be plenty of opportunity for students to get hands-on, and
Oh
they'll be
yeah,
using that as opposed to just sitting there taking notes in lecture, right?
yes,
Is that
yes,
absolutely.
yes. Oh yeah, yeah. That is the main goal. I believe in engineering and robots. If you don't do something by your hand, you will not, gonna learn it. That's why we have a lot of stuff in our, engineering classroom, and I wish we can have like more in our robotics classroom. So I don't know when the building gonna be open to public, but you can let me know if you want, to arrange a visit to our engineering and robotics, and even like our drafting and design robot to see what we have in our department. There's a lot of nice things.
Oh, that'd be a great thing for students to take a quick a sneak peek, so to speak, at that. So, had another question here, and Deborah, I'll let you guess who in your department asked this question. But can faculty and staff audit the classes for robotics?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
They're welcome. Come take
Okay.
it.
All right, Ellen, you're in there. All right. All right. Do we have any other questions from anyone?
I
Dalton,
don't,
you have
when
any
is Ellen
questions
gonna
or
do this?
anything
This is
on
what I want to
Facebook?
know. Ellen is way too, when's Ellen gonna take a class? She's
Who
like
knows?
Sam, where I don't know how they have any hours in the day to do
I
anything
know.
else.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. So, Maricela, any other questions coming through on Facebook? Not right now. I don't have any on the web. Dalton, you have any questions that are burning right now?
Uh, Mainly just a little worried. Oh, the class will be a little difficult working from online and not in class.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
guys kind of touch on how the online aspect of things will work for this particular program without I mean, I don't know, will there be hands-on opportunities there for online students as well, or?
with the robotics classes right now are not offered online for that reason. We have to have the hands-on.
Okay,
But that's why we're offering them in the evening though, so they should be a little more, available for students who do have jobs and are working. And so
great.
Yeah.
Great. Good
This coming semester is our first semester, so we're gonna see how the things work. But the only thing that I can like promise that, believe me, we work so hard to do what we can do for our student, to make them, learn everything and being successful. So we're trying to contact companies, trying to, build these bridges with everybody, all to the benefit of our students. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a simulation, probably kind of robots online for our online student, but for the first semester we are just starting now. Everything will be face to face.
Great. Will there be some opportunities for students to participate in certain robotics competitions? We used to host those here on campus, but are you guys going to be looking to do some of those things with your students, some of the competitions or whatever?
I think, in my opinion, our focus now is to get kind of like internships for our students more than
Right.
competitions, to connect our students with some companies. At least when they can finish, probably they will have the opportunity to apply for jobs. That is the main focus for now. We are not focusing on any type of competition. That is what we are planning to do now. Especially we are trying to get these things in our area, maybe Austin area, like something close to us, but that is the main focus, like, between Fort Hood, our area here, like, or like Austin area. That's what we are planning to do.
Okay, great. And I imagine the certificate of completion aspect of the robotics program is designed to get students quicker into the career or into the job market?
Yes, that's what we are planning to do. And we're gonna see, I mentioned the nationwide certificate that we're trying to get from the company. I want to see how many that the student, if they are taking an associate degree in robotics, we are planning, to make them, certified for these 3 types of certificates. For the certification, just certificates in robotics technology, I don't know. We need to talk to the company and see how many of these certificates the student can take from the robotic certification. So
Great.
this is again, we have the associate degree at CTC, we have the certificate of completion at CTC, but these 3 types of certificate that I'm talking about, we are still in contact with the company to see how we can get these certificates.
Great. Sounds very promising for career opportunities for students in that program. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good deal. So any other tidbits you guys would like to share or anything to Deborah, we talked about math students the other day, how some students have a kind of a fear of the math thing, and I'm sure some students have that same science fear. So is there anything you can share to kind of put them at ease with this program?
Yeah, and so on the Associates of Applied Science degree, we saw, you have to have 1414, and that's kind of our, real time, big time college algebra. But depending on what you score on the TSI, that's the first step, is to take that TSI assessment, and wherever you place, we have something for you. So if you're not college ready yet, for that 1414 class, we have co-requisite classes that you can get in and finish in the same amount of time. It has the just-in-time remediation to help you as you go through that college algebra class. And so no matter where you are, we can help get you there. That's kind of as a community college, our goal is to take wherever you are and get you to college ready if you're going to move on and get a bachelor's degree, or get you to employment if that's your end goal. And so we can do that. We have the courses with the co-requisites to help you wherever you are when you start out.
Yeah.
And these robotics classes are introductory robotics classes. You don't need to have any prior knowledge. You're going to come in and learn from the beginning.
Okay. Good deal. All right, Sam, any last words of wisdom for your potential students in the program?
I mean, we are welcoming everybody to to our program, and again, as I mentioned, we are here to help you. And again, as Mrs. Praska, she mentioned, I always tell the students for robotics or for engineering, I always tell them that Math 1414 is the main door to these 2 programs. You need to take this class, so when you open that main door, you will have many options of classes that you can take. Okay, but this is the main class for engineering or for robotics. So Math 1414 college algebra, not the 1314, is the 1414. We have 2 types of college algebra. The 1414 is for STEM major. So Math 1414, that is the main one. So
yeah, so take that the first semester, even if it's as a co-requisite. Take that the first semester, and then you'll be ready to take any of the rest of those courses that are on that degree plan.
Good advice. Get that knocked out early. All right. Would you guys mind sharing email address for potential questions with students? I've got you ready to go. If I just give me a head nod and it's okay, and I'll hit send and it'll be out there.
I'm good.
There we
You
go.
good, Sam? Share your email
if
address,
anyone out
Sam.
there has questions for
Sam
Deborah
Jackson.
Prescott, she is the department chair, or Sam Jackson, he will be the robotics instructor. There's their email address. Please feel free to send them your questions or concerns, and they will be glad to help you out in any way, shape, or form. And also, just to let you guys know, at the conclusion of this later on today, this presentation will be available on YouTube. So if you joined us late, or if we talked about something that you didn't quite get and you want to review, you'll be able to pull it up on YouTube later today, and then you'll have access to this information whenever you need it, and hit pause, rewind as much as you need to get the information that you need. So again, we want to make it available to you because as Sam and Deborah both said, we are here to help, and this is just one aspect of providing this kind of information to you on a repetitive and multiple platforms, so you guys can always have access to this information and the contact information. So if there's anything else. So Mariceli, one last shot at questions from Facebook. Any comments?
I
Nothing
just
there?
have one thing. Also,
Yes.
if you want to do an online meeting with me, send me an email and I can arrange a time and I can send you the link for Blackboard Collaborate, and I can do an online meeting with you to answer your questions. If you have more than one questions, I can open the cameras like now and then I answer your question. We can arrange a time, and if you are not in the area and you have a couple questions and or you know, as we said, our building it's not open to public yet. I'm going to be more than happy to do this kind of online meetings with you as well.
Great. Thank you, Sam. And Sam,
No
your
problem.
email is in there. So if anybody, sam.jackson@ctcd.edu to arrange a meeting with him, that'd be great. Dalton, do you have any questions, any last comments or anything? Are you good to go? All right. Did you get my contact information that I sent you in the chat? Please use that and let me know how I can help you, or if you have any questions or you hit any stumbling blocks or roadblocks. I'm here to help you, buddy. So.
I'll definitely be messaging you.
Okay, that sounds good. I look forward to hearing from you. Not all Steeler fans are bad guys, okay? Just keep that in mind. So, all right. So again, if there aren't any other questions, thank you, Sam. Thank you, Deborah. Dalton, thank you for being here with us. And anybody else who's watching, we appreciate you. And again, just field us your questions. We're here to help. Thank you guys so much. Take care, everybody.
Thanks.